Edwin Lord Weeks was born in 1849 to an affluent mercantile family in Boston, New England. He developed a love for travel at an early age, one that was only matched by his love for painting. The romance and thrill of discovery took him on several, often perilous, journeys across the Atlantic. Between the 1870s and the 1890s, he journeyed across North Africa, the Middle East, and the Near East, traveling to Syria, Egypt, Morocco, Turkey, Persia, and India. As an artist, he was deeply influenced by the Romantic and Orientalist movements. He refined his technical skills in Paris during the early 1870s under French masters Jean-Léon Gérôme and Leo Bonnat, who instilled in him the principles of realism and a love for color. His paintings, like the present lot, often portrayed exotic landscapes in rich colors and with elaborate detail, and were influenced by the sights he encountered during his travels. They were celebrated not only for their artistic quality, but also for their realism and glimpses of life in regions seldom visited by most Westerners at that time. It was the artist's decision to focus on India as the setting for his work that solidified his success owing to the uniqueness of the subject and the exceptional way he brought it to life. Weeks made 3 trips to India between 1882 and 1892, visiting Bombay, Lahore, Fatehpur Sikri, Agra, Banaras, Jodhpur, and Ahmedabad. He vividly documented these journeys in letters in a series of articles for Harper's New Monthly magazine, which were later published in a book, From the Black Sea through Persia and India. The present lot is one of 2 paintings that Weeks exhibited at the Paris Salon in 1884. His success there helped secure his reputation as an artist and led him to receiving the Légion d'honneur, the highest French order of merit, in 1896. This painting of a temple outside of Bombay is an outstanding example of the artist's remarkably realistic draftsmanship and naturalistic use of color that set him apart from other American and European Orientalists. The composition is quintessentially Weeks, who often framed his scenes around a portal. He would transform an ordinary moment into something extraordinary by rendering it against an impressive backdrop. He captures the tropical atmosphere of Bombay with remarkable fidelity, using a saturated palette and a play of bright sunlight against deep shadows. His careful handling of light expertly highlights a scene where a fakir addresses a group of women, adding a narrative element to the painting. What makes this work even more impressive is its appearance of having been rendered en plein air. Rather, it's more likely to have been partly observed and partly invented. Weeks relied on photographs and sketches of architecture, street scenes, and other sights that caught his eye. He would later arrange these elements into specific compositions at his Paris studio, a practice that allowed him to achieve an extraordinary level of architectural detail. The iconography of the walls of this temple suggests it is a Hindu one. This was an unusual subject for Weeks, who usually favored the Indo-Islamic structures of North India. The intricate stonework details in this painting reveals the artist's deep interest in architecture and his genuine appreciation for the cultures he encountered. Such precise architectural settings greatly enhance the realism and credibility of his scenes. He instills in this work a sense of theatricality and a feeling of being transported to another time and place. These qualities form the core of his artistic power and rightly earned him the reputation of being one of the most celebrated American Orientalist painters of the late 19th century. Beyond this remarkable painting that goes under the hammer alongside exceptional works of modern Indian art at our flagship evening sale in New Delhi on 14 September 2024.